The OUYA is out and we have one here for review. Before we start, here's a little backstory on how we got our hands on the OUYA. It all started with my friend Devon. He went online searching for a budget console after hearing about the PS4 and Xbox One. Mind you, he's not much of a gamer. So he immediately decided to get the console with an additional controller. A bunch of us made fun of him because back then, the OUYA was still in developer edition and was receiving a few negative reviews. Anyway, fast forward a few weeks ago, the console arrived and Devon generously lent us the console for us to unbox and play around with. So for that, a big shout out to Devon. Okay, first off, let's go to the hardware of the console itself. You see, the console is quite small and quite lightweight. It's made mostly out of plastic. This is the front with the OUYA logo. At the back, you see the power connector, the LAN internet port, micro USB, HDMI and USB. At the bottom is the air vent, which quite puzzles me because hot air travels upwards, not downwards. And at the top, it locates the power button. Moving to the controller, it feels good in the hand in terms of build quality and weight, but you need to get used to the trigger buttons. I didn't encounter any buttons getting stuck like being reported by some. But the interesting feature about the Bluetooth controller is the trackpad. You can use it to navigate through the menus in OUYA, but I haven't seen any games taking advantage of the trackpad yet. In case you're wondering, the controller uses two AA batteries and it's located here and here. So now let's hook this baby up and play some games. Okay, looking at the user interface of the OUYA, it's very simple and plain. It's broken down between four main options: play, discover, make, and manage. You can use the trackpad on the main menu here, but it gets a little weird. As you can see, it doesn't work at all in here. I'm scrolling around in the games menu and I'm trying to tap on "You don't know Jack" and it's not responding at all. Okay, let's go into play first. This is where all your downloaded games are displayed, and as you can see, it's quite side scroller. If you wanna search for new games to download, you go to discover. So this is where the UI needs a little bit of polishing up. As you can see, it's broken down in, I don't know what kind of categories. There's VIP, room, killer screens, playlist, penny, arcade, airport, tower 4, deathmatch, thousands. None of this makes sense to me. Only further down you can see the genres of different categories of games. And I don't quite see the point of this kind of interface. So another thing I don't like about the user interface is when you go into the games menu. Okay, you can see here, let's say you want to buy Super Crate Box. You just go to download and it's starting to download and it's queuing now and it's downloading. So you can't see what is being downloaded. There's no download queue list anywhere available here. So the only way to know is you have to go back into where you downloaded it from and see the progress of your download. Okay, another thing that annoys me is there's no mention of the price of the game. The only way to know the price is to download it and try it, and then only after that it will display the price for you to play the full version of the game. Even if you go into more info, there's no price displayed here. Fortunately, this is just a software issue. Hopefully, with the next update from OUYA, they will address this UI messed up issue. So the third menu in OUYA is Make. This is where all the game developers submit and build their games. So basically, this is also a dev kit for developers, and for all of you advanced users, you can also sideload Android apps like Dropbox or AirDrop, and all of them are located here. And finally, Manage is where all your system settings and accounts, controllers, networks, all of those system settings are located. Okay, now comes the best part of OUYA, the games. So far, OUYA has 229 games and counting, and all of them are free to play, which is awesome. I wish every game developer supports this kind of policy, because I personally think it can curb piracy. The game that I really love on the OUYA is got to be the Bomb Squad. After an hour of trying it out, I bought it for $4.99 USD and immediately fell in love with it. The thing that is most interesting about the game is it supports Xbox 360 controllers, and it also can turn your iPhone and Android smartphones into a controller as well via a special app called BS Remote. Note that not all of the OUYA games have this kind of support, but a lot of the games do. With the next gen gaming console coming out later this year, the OUYA can't possibly compete head to head with the big guns. But with the $99 price tag and some mindless fun games, it is in a class of its own. You never know, maybe it could be your third gaming console inside your living room after you get bored playing Call of Duty or FIFA. This is Syah for MLP News, signing out.